Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sports Media Beat. I'm Dan Lavallo. We are putting the Sports Media Beat together, SMB, on October the 18th. And let's begin with the NFL. Their ratings are up something like 3% through Week 6 compared to last year, and there's some theory that, well, the Kaepernick issue is really not that big anymore. That's one of the reasons ratings are up. Also being mentioned, legalized sports betting. As you know, now it's not just Nevada, it's New Jersey and other states legalizing sports betting. And so that's created more interest in the NFL. And then you throw in fantasy football. That's another theory being advanced as to why the ratings are up in the NFL 3% compared to last year. Now, baseball ratings, they're in for 2019 as far as the regional sports networks are concerned, and the St. Louis Cardinals lead the way. St. Louis Cardinals with a top-rated regional sports network. They got something like a 6.59. It's down from last year for the Cardinals, but they're still tops. In fact, it's down from 2015 when their share was over 10. Now it's a 6.59, but it's still tops as they edge out the Cleveland Indians. They love their baseball in Cleveland, too. San Diego Padres saw a big spike in ratings for the 2019 season after they signed Manny Machado. Their ratings up 76%. Also, the Minnesota Twins getting a bump in the ratings, up 65% as they won the American League Central Division. Red Sox, well, they weren't in contention, and their TV ratings paid a price, down 23% on NESN. But how about the Yankees? The Yankees won the American League East, some would say going away, and their TV ratings on Yes dropped 17%. By the way, speaking of a ratings bump, Philadelphia Phillies signing Bryce Harper, their ratings went up 20% last year. Game 1 of the American League Championship Series, Yankees and Astros, that's the game the Yankees won 7-0, up 1% from Game 1 of the ALCS last year. But the Yankees-Astros matchup 2 years ago, higher rated than the Yankees-Astros matchup in Game 1 in 2019. Now, the Green Bay Packers trying to stay one step ahead. You know, it's all about the future, right? The Packers have launched their own app for Apple TV, for Amazon, the Amazon Fire Stick, for Roku. And if the Packers are doing it, you can expect other teams to follow suit. So what does that mean? Well, it's a lot cheaper to develop an app and get on the iTunes store, in this case, or Apple TV, than starting your own television network, right? I mean, there's a huge expense to that. Not that there isn't an expense as far as getting your own app is concerned, but watch to see if other teams do what the Packers do. The Packers now in a situation where they have started their own app for Apple TV, Roku, and also for the Amazon Fire Stick, and I predict other teams will follow suit. A lot cheaper, as I said, than starting your own network. Also, speaking of the future, and the future is now, Fox Sports collaborating with Facebook for original programming. I'll bet you didn't know that Facebook had its own video offerings. It does, their own programming. And Fox Sports is getting in on the act with an interactive program, much as ESPN and Facebook already got together. Getting back to the ratings for Thursday Night Football. The Thursday night game between the Patriots and Giants, a 9.5 rating, 16 million viewers watching the game on Fox and the NFL Network. By the way, getting back to our first story on the NFL, their games on TV, their various television partners, are averaging 16.3 million viewers. But the Pats-Giants scored a big hit. Most watched Week 6 Thursday Night Football and highest rated since 2014. Same night as the Giants and Pats were on, it was the WNBA Finals, the deciding game on ESPN2, the Washington Mystics against the Connecticut Sun, and that garnered, a .27 rating, 440,000 viewers. Smallest audience for a deciding game of the WNBA since at least 2007. Wednesday night hockey on NBCSN, the Devils-Flyers game got a .26 rating, 428,000 viewers. Soccer ratings on ESPN up 2% for the MLS. And finally, ABC announcing that it will carry 5 college basketball games on the weekends for the upcoming season. Now, why is this significant? Well, let's take a look. For years, ABC, once the premier sports network, was shuttling its sports programming off of ABC and onto ESPN, also owned by Disney. And Monday Night Football, right? ABC was in the vanguard of Monday Night Football. And then suddenly, no longer on ABC, it was shuttled over to ESPN. Just a prediction here. It would not, well, really not a prediction, just an analysis, I guess. It would not surprise me if you see ABC ponying up some big money once the ratings rights are up for bid, and the NFL is negotiating now. It wouldn't surprise me if ABC makes a bid to get Monday Night Football to put it back on ABC rather than keeping it on ESPN. But slowly but surely, you see ABC starting to acquire some of these rights and putting the games back on ABC rather than ESPN, and college basketball is the latest. That's going to do it for the Baseball Beat. All of the stories I talked about here will be linked to in the show notes, so go to sportsmediabeat.com to read these stories, and you can also follow Sports Media Beat, the podcast. We're in all of the podcast directories or on my YouTube channel. And as always, thanks for your support. Enjoy your TV viewing and your radio listening, or however you consume your sports media. I've got to answer the phone.